Let's make a creamy orzo chicken and spinach pasta. So first things first, we are going to season our chicken thighs with salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and a little bit of seasoned salt. You're going to make sure you mix it in really well. And then we are going to heat some olive oil on the stove. We are going to sear our chicken for 3 to 4 minutes per side, just until they're browned. And let me give you a little bit of word of caution. If your pan is too hot, your chicken is going to stick. So do not be overzealous like I was. And just make sure that you only have it on like a medium high. It doesn't need to be fully on high. You'll see in just a second. So I'm going to rough chop up about a fourth of an onion. And then, see how I had to yank that over there? Listen, if this happens, just like lightly jiggle it. I did speed it up. Lightly jiggle it to get your meat off. It's totally fine. And then flip it over. I did turn my stove down just a little bit so that we wouldn't have this issue anymore as we continue cooking. But we're going to sear on both sides, and then we're going to remove it and set it aside. I decided to go ahead and add in just a little bit of butter at this point because I wanted it to be nice and golden and juicy. After we remove all the chicken out, we're going to go in with our veggies. So we're going to go in with the onions, and unfortunately it did not record, but there's also garlic in there. So your onions, your fresh garlic, and then we're going to add in our orzo pasta. Stir it to coat it in the leftover juices, butter, and olive oil. And now I'm coming in with about 2 cups of chicken stock. We're going to stir that in, and you'll begin to see how I'm kind of scraping the bottom of the pan as I add in the water. I'm scraping the bottom so that we can get all of those deposits from earlier into the richness and the thickness of my sauce. All right, so I added just a little splash of milk, about 1/4 of a cup of milk, just to give it a little bit of creaminess. We're going to bring it up to a boil. Return the chicken to the pan once it's brought up to a boil. Then we're going to cover the pan, and we're going to turn the heat down to low. And we're going to let that cook for about 15 minutes. Then I'm going to come in with a little bit of Parmesan cheese as well as my spinach. This is the point where I would say definitely go ahead and taste it and see if you need to adjust any of your flavors. We're going to cover this back up for about 5 minutes on low, just letting that spinach wilt down. Really could have done way more than this because you'll see in a second, not much stays. But I have a family who loves cheesy food, so I added a little bit more cheese. If you need your